hello, welcome back to If Let's Then Play, where I have cheated you. I'm so sorry.
What?
I jumped in the water, I got a Korok seed, and I grabbed the sword, and I opened up the Sheikah Slate. It was like, you can't do anything on this yet. So, you missed a lot. I'm so sorry. I was trying to make a little bit of headway. I got a real weapon, so, I mean, a rusty broadsword. That's the real weapon I can get at this point.
Our
I'm trying
playthrough's not authentic now.
Yeah, right?
It's not authentic.
I'm trying to find like a shield I can use, because I keep on dying to I've beaten a blue moblin, not moblins. What are they? Not moblins. Moblins are the big dudes with the slap snouts. I forget. I've beaten those little gremlin dudes before. I swear. So I just need to.
That didn't look too bad.
That?
Yeah.
Jelly? I mean, yeah, but they're easy.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
What's going on?
Zelda's whispering to me. Link.
Head for the point marked on the map.
Okay, now there's gonna be a point on Sheikah Slate.
You know, this might have been something that we've talked about before. This looks like not as good on the TV.
Well, there's a reason for that. The game runs at 900p.
Mm-hmm.
And... Oh, okay. The game runs at 900p, and the Switch's screen is 900p, I believe.
Okay.
So when it's running, or actually, the Switch screen might be 720p. Either way, when the game's running on your Switch, is running at native resolution. When it's running on your TV, it is not.
Right.
So I think that has a lot to do with it. It has a lot to do with like how good it looks. I still think it looks good, but
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like garbage.
it doesn't look as sharp. You're saying? It looks a little more muddled or something.
Yeah, it looks muddled. You can kind of like the textures look a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're looking at.
Exactly. Well, I mean, things also pop in. I mean, they did a lot to try to get this onto the Switch.
Yeah.
This game, it was kind of funny because usually Nintendo is very good at like, I want to take their meat. Can I?
Nintendo likes to take meat. You heard it here first, folks.
So they got those that giant meat on the. Oh, I pushed the rock down. Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I push the rock down?
Uh-oh. You're in trouble now.
Maybe. Oh shoot.
Oh wow.
They threw those. Yeah, they actually are like way smarter now. Have like new strategies apparently.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen some footage of like some of the crazy stuff they'll do now.
So was this DLC that you had to purchase, or
Yes, I buy this. Yeah, I bought
Gotcha.
this. Ah,
Wow.
one hit.
Yeah, that sucks.
One hit KO. Ooh.
Oh man.
One hit KO, dude. This is rough stuff. I mean, our friend Matt's been playing this. Matt's gonna reference a lot on this.
Yeah.
Matt was playing this, and he said he died like a lot just to get to like the point that's not that far in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I die a lot in this game in general. Oh, you know what? I don't think I saved since I got the sword and junk. So nope, never mind. It's right back in it. Right back to the grind. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Well,
I'm going to dodge this thing. Wow.
well, you're not dead.
No, I'm not. But
That
like,
is also what I say every morning when I wake up.
ugh, my sword is gone. My
hashtag
sword is gone.
real.
My sword is gone. My sword is gone. Oh my gosh. He's
Uh,
regenerating health. I got it.
I believe "you're boned" is the expression.
That's accurate.
that
That's
goes
accurate.
with this. Did you ever see like a lot of the weird, funny, like
My goodness.
terminology that old comics used to use? Like there's
Comic
that famous
strips?
one of Batman where he's like, "We're really in a boner now, Robin."
No, I haven't.
Yeah. Like boner used to be used, I believe, to describe like being in a bad way.
Yeah. I mean, some people used to use that term to describe, like mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, like that was a boner. You know, something like that. I mean, I think if you use it that way, people kind of still know what you mean, but it's not. Well, I think people know what you mean, but that doesn't mean that it's like the modern way. Maybe.
I was
Okay.
gonna see if I could like Google. So I probably wouldn't like be like, "Hey Zach, look at this," so that way you could laugh. Like I'd
Yeah.
describe what is happening.
I am doing everything I can just to play this video game right now.
Why don't you Google search that?
What?
Old comic book. Well, I mean, I could just search Batman boner, but that probably wouldn't come out very
Batman boner is worse than the Sonic searching.
Batman says boner in. Wait, whoa, what was that suggestion? Baton right now is currently what I'm searching. Batman says boner.
Guys, what am I doing wrong? Yell at me in the YouTube comments as to what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I should just keep on. Maybe I should just avoid these fights. and just try to get to the
Here it is.
missions.
So there's a scene with the Joker. The scene with the Joker, and it's like a picture of him holding like a newspaper, and the newspaper reads, "Chortle at Joker's boner."
Is that real?
Yeah, no, it was
Oh my
100% real. And the Joker says, "So they laugh at my boner, will they? I'll show them. I'll show them how many boners the Joker can make."
What?
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
I love that shit.
I mean, language changes a lot over time.
Yeah.
Things that are, things there's like an economy with words.
Yeah.
You know, where like words kind of start off at like having this specific meaning and a specific value or weight to them,
Mhm.
and they either grow or diminish over time. You know, think about like the F word. Like it's not nearly as rough as it used to be. I'm saying the F word because I just don't curse in general, but
Yeah.
but like that word's not nearly as rough as it used to be. Like I don't know, what 20 years ago.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true. Yeah, I'd even argue like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Like I think the beginning of the 90s was when it really started to desensitize.
Yeah.
You know. But here's another one where it says later, and the Joker's newest boner crime was foiled by the alert action of Batman and Robin. And then that's like a radio talking, which looks like a microwave in this. And then Joker says, "Bah! Confound that, Batman. It is well that I am ready to trick him into his boner. Then the tables will be turned."
What is this comic's obsession with that word?
Yeah.
Oh man, I love this. The first time I saw it, it gave me like a chill. All these towers coming up. Love it.
How can you force you into a boner? That's another one. Batman pulls boner at his own lecture.
Whoa!
Yeah. Yeah, there's some really good ones. You know, the history of Batman's actually pretty interesting. I don't know if you are familiar, but Batman actually wasn't doing too well back in like when it was first coming out. Because he had a lot of really like lackluster villains. Like they were all like really weird and unappealing. And not. I'd have to like do some serious Google searching to find some of the original Batman villains, but they were really shitty. And then they released like the Joker, who it was also kind of predicted that he was also going to be not great. But then people really liked him, and I think they killed him at like really early on. Like they killed him.
Oh really?
I think so. I could be wrong on this part, but I thought they killed him way back when. But then they realized how much people liked him, and that really like prompted the return of like villains over time, even if they died in comics. Like,
oh,
they
that
come
was one
back.
of the first ones to come. The first villains
That
to
was
come
like,
back. From
yeah,
the
I
dead.
don't know if Joker was the first villain to be revived in a comic book series. I can't speak to that, but I could say that he was definitely like one of the first to like really start that
Interesting.
trope. Yeah.
And now, like, no one ever dies in comic books.
Yeah, well, now it's interesting. Comics have really introduced a problem for themselves in that it's really... Well, I don't know if maybe comic books have introduced it for themselves, but the fans of comic books have a really hard time liking, like, new villains and, like, new characters. So...
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the comics, like, you know, if you just look at the statistics, new comic book superheroes and villains do not do as well as the classic ones. So, comic book... Like, you know, whether it's just comic book vendors, I don't know, what like comic book artists, like, you know, generally people who work on comics, I don't know if it's a problem of them not being able to think of good enough stuff, or if it's a problem with the fan base, and the fan base is so used to the same old tired shit, but,
Right. I mean,
yeah.
I'd guess it's the latter, personally, but...
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you think of, like, your standard comic book fan...
Yeah.
They're not... They don't really like change. They like the standard, you know...
Interesting.
Standard shit.
I know another thing that changed Batman a lot was actually the animated series.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
know, like, a lot of stuff in the comic now, like, came from that show. I know, well, Harley Quinn, for example, she came from that show.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, that was one of the, like, the really first depictions of, like, dark Batman. Like, you know...
Yeah. Well, I mean... Not exactly, because, like, I mean, wasn't the not Johnny Depp. The guy who always directs Johnny Depp.
well,
Wasn't that? Aren't those like really?
I'd say that was an intro. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I would agree with, but like I don't know.
Well, like in like the Dark Knight comic, in like the Dark Knight Returns in the '80s.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know if I'd say that's like the first. I would say that was like the first time.
It was kind of like the start of the era, so to speak. Not, I wouldn't say it was like the first or like one of the first, but it was definitely towards the beginning of the grungy Batman
I feel like
era.
I feel like it kind of really heightened awareness for the series because it's very
Sure.
approachable and also quite representative. It was much more of an actual representation of like what Batman was trying to do.
Yeah, see, I don't know that I would define the movies as like grungy though. Maybe they were.
I thought they were pretty grungy. I think the art director described it as he wanted to look like hell sprung out of the earth and kept on growing. That's how I think that's how he described Gotham.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the guy's name? Why can't I remember his like super famous director?
Yeah, no. It's not Tim Burton, is it?
Tim Burton. That's what
Okay.
I was thinking of.
I'm really bad with names, just generally, so.
I don't have a bow yet. Stupid sword, and they're coming at me. I'm sure I did something wrong.
How is your ability with names and being able to name drop?
Like, I'm pretty bad at it.
Yeah.
I haven't beaten a single one of these guys yet.
Dude, they're really tough.
They are.
Yeah, especially like they keep regenerating health and stuff.
Yeah, that's really rough. They regenerate after like 5 seconds or something. So if you're not hitting them every 5 seconds, you're losing health.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy. And it had their shield up, like... Oh, shoot, you dropped it. I can go get it. Oh my gosh.
This dude's... Oh,
Whoa,
look, he
whoa!
died.
I got one of them. Holy cow.
What,
I think he drowned.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't
Wait.
feel like a...
You got him.
Oh, so they die in water? Did they always die in water?
No idea, but they did that
I don't
time.
recall that. Huh. I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey,
Please and thank you.
legitimate strategy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say on the next time, but I want to get out of combat. Whether you die or, whatever the case may be.
Arrows. Ooh, pick
You
up
don't have a
everything.
bow, do you?
No, but I'm gonna start getting arrows now, so that when I
Yeah.
do, I can just pop them off.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's end it there.
We're gonna have to pause between episodes, I think.
Next time, what are we gonna do, Zach?
I'm gonna raid that goblin camp and die again.
Again?
Yeah.
All right. Subscribe, I guess.
That's what you're in for.